the Red Devils was beaten yesterday on penalties by 12-11. Even Amorim doesn't know what is wrong with the team. It's a whole lot going on in United camp. Even though I don't even know whether he's still certain that anything can happen. But at this moment, it's like some fans saying the team overweigh Amorim. Stay tuned. We'll give you more details into that story for sure. Alexander Isak still forcing his way out. Newcastle United still want him to stay. The story is just left and right. Jack.
Hey,
We will give you more details on that as well. And believe me, Chelsea clear out still continue, and they are also interested in some few players as well to boost their squad. Even though Graham Potter and West Ham United has not started the league very, very well, but they are also looking to go into the transfer market and make it Jack. Graham Potter, West Ham United is also interested in one particular player. Will he be the changer of the team? Stay tuned. We'll be giving you more details into this story. With me is Eddie, and you know how we do it. We give it to you like Jack. Hit the subscription button if you are new, like and share the video, and hey, your opinions are highly welcome. Eddie, yesterday, I don't know, I wanted to go live as a United fan. You told me, oh, this game is a down deal for Manchester United, but I can't seem to get you after the game when Amorim is also not able to understand what is wrong with the team. Your honest opinion on United, according to Amorim, you played well in both at home and away against Arsenal and Fulham, but seems to lose it against the 4th division tie, Grimsby, at away from home. Your honest opinion about the team?
To be honest with you, yesterday after the game, I didn't even utter a single word. I just went straight to bed, with frustration and everything. We still don't know the solution or the problem with Manchester United. Yesterday, our last game, I was complaining they didn't play Benjamin Sesko, Cunha, Mboumo. But yesterday, I saw all these players were in the game, but still, United was still struggling. Conceding 2 early goals. Later coming back into the game to equalize all the 2 goals, taking the game into penalties. One funny thing, all these expensive players that we bought this season, were the ones who missed the penalty. But I'm not even talking of that. But there's a whole lot concerning Manchester United. If you are to talk of it, we will spend the whole day, I think even the entire season, talking about Manchester United. We still don't know the problem, and we still don't know the solution. You have the players at our disposal, and still things are not working for us. So actually, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot. And a lot of people are saying the loss was Onana's fault because he didn't do well at goalkeeping. But the coach once again defended Onana. It wasn't about Onana. United supposed to defend every ball from Grimsby, but then they failed to do that. And this is something that I think is actually wrong with. No one seems to know that the second goal that Onana wanted to punch was a completely foul, and if VAR was involved, this goal couldn't have stand. But United still come back into the game, and on penalties, it wasn't nothing to show about. Your new signings, Cunha, who they gave the number 10, I'll question about the number 10 just given to Cunha. Mboumo got into the penalty. Both players missed their penalty, and that cost United dearly. Cunha was supposed to win it. He missed. Do you think Amorim should stay as United coach, or the team overweighs him as the fans been talking about?
Now all his tactics and everything is not working. Everything is not working. Although sometimes teams hit the rocks, and United we've been hit. But I think things are taking long. If you are being kicked out from it, I think the Carabao Cup from a fourth tier, it's something mind blowing. We don't seem to still understand what is really the problem with Manchester United and Amorim as well. He has been assured that they entrust in him. The board entrusts in him. But we the fans now, things are getting out of hand. Our hands are getting tired. So if it doesn't start changing things, I think in the next 2-3 games, you will start calling Amorim out. I think some of the fans have already started a campaign saying Amorim out Amorim out. I
Yeah.
still have it. I
If
still
I
have some.
were if I were even United fan, I will also do same thing because after the match, the press conference, the post-match conference he did wasn't actually shows clearly that he was no clue about what is happening in United. He thinks maybe the players are against him because he could not understand why with even the best 11 of United coming in, they were not able to win these games.
But last thing about Manchester United, one or the other, all our players, the players report, the main play, the strikers report from last season, I think this season, that was the name Cunha and also Mboumo. They missed the penalty, so I like it that one or the other. So it's going to mount some pressure on them. They missed a penalty which was supposed to take United to the next level of the competition, and now they've missed such important penalties. So now there's going to be some pressure, on them. Although they came in, they were received calmly and everything. Things were going good for them. They put in the playing time, but this moment, it's going to be a turning point for them. They have to put in the work. If not, we will start bashing them. Yeah.
So you start bashing them for sure. And United is out of the Carabao Cup in the second tie to that competition for sure. Sorry, United fans, it has to be this way. Maybe the season is still young, something can change. So far away from Manchester United, Alexander Isak and Newcastle United with Liverpool still continue. And it's a Jack story, and we give it to you Jack as it is. Alexander Isak is still forcing his way. Newcastle United striking issue is still a problem. They even go ahead to offer Wolves striker a deal, but then it has just been rejected. So Alexander Isak wants to go to Liverpool. Should Newcastle United allow him to go since the transfer deadline is going on or not? But then Newcastle United are now waiting for Liverpool second bid for sure. So what do you make up of that? Just a short, then we make it happen.
I think Newcastle should have gotten a solution to this problem. Although the players interested to leave, and with the Newcastle have not been able to get his replacement. So that's why they are also trying to cut off the deal, because if the league has already started and leaving your top striker to leave the club, it's going to be a bit difficult for them in the long run. So they should have gotten a replacement for him. And Liverpool, their squad is already full, the squad is compact. So I don't know. I still don't understand why they are run after Isak, they are run after him. No, they should just leave that deal, allow Isak to play for Newcastle. Then probably next one and next season, in January they can also go in again for him. It's a whole lot, but I still believe that he's going to stay in Newcastle. He's going to stay in Newcastle. Yeah.
So let's say he's going to stay in Newcastle. And then one thing that you also need to understand is Chelsea clear out still continues for sure. And Nkunku has agreed personal terms with AC Milan. And my understanding is that the deal worth 45 million euros. That is about 38 million pounds for sure. So what do you make up of Nkunku leaving Chelsea? Because this is a player I always think he will still pick up after a whole season injury and coming back. Chelsea want to cash out on him.
The Chelsea always have like a full squad, both from the junior team to I think the senior side, they're from the academy boys to the senior side. Their squad is always compact. Their squad is always full. So living in Kuku, although when Kuku was coming to the club, we wishing him all the best, but due to injuries, he had a rookie season. And if will allow him to probably go make the move to AC Milan, and I think it's a good deal for him. Then he will go there, get some playing time, Maybe in the near future, if Chelsea is interested, they can go again for him. But if not, then I think that the journey of Nkunku with Chelsea is over.
And hey, Chelsea is also offloading Nicolas Jackson, who had 2 seasons, 30 goals for them as well. And it looks like it's a loan deal to Bayern Munich, even though other clubs were interested, but the nature of the deal make it impossible for them to land him as permanent deal. What do you make up of that one as well?
I think it's a good move for Nicolas Jackson coming to Bayern is going to be I think another phase in his career. Bayern, they are the Bundesliga masters, and they are strong. So if he comes and put in the work, things are going to work for. Let's look at Olise.
But do you think
No,
he's going to bench Harry Kane?
it's not. It's not
Okay,
only the, I think, the Bundesliga they are
the
playing.
striking
They
area.
were playing the Champions League as well. They were playing the, I think, the German Pokal and the other leagues as well. You know, the local leagues as well, trophies as well. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if it's all about putting in the work. We saw Olise from the Premier League into Bayern. Look at how the guy is doing, performing extraordinary. So if Nicolas Jackson comes, if the deal goes on and he finds his way in, I think, in Bayern, he should put in the work. And I think it's a loan. So when the time is up for him to come to Chelsea, it's going to be a good prospect for Chelsea.
Chelsea with Garnacho situation with Manchester United is nearly getting to an end. The deal will be agreed very, very soon. So Garnacho to Chelsea will be announced very, very, very soon. I won't be surprised even at the end of the day. And for sure, David Simon still wait for Chelsea as well, and Chelsea will need to offload before they go in for it. But then West Ham United have agreed a 38 million plus 3 million add-ons fee with Southampton for Mateus Fernandez. Eddie, West Ham did not start the league very well with Graham Potter. They sold Kudus. We didn't see the kind of enhancement they made aside from Cruz last season and all that. But do you think Fernandez will change West Ham situation in the Premier League? Because they've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup as well by Wolves. And we saw Bowen actually attacking a fan due to I don't know what was I don't know whether the temperament or maybe it was just but then that wasn't so cool. What do you make up of both situations? West Ham bringing in a player and then lost in the Carabao Cup and then Bowen actually attacking a fan. This is not the first time we are seeing it from a player to a fan because of what they alter and all that.
After West Ham allowing Kudus to leave the club, things have been very, very difficult for them, you know. Things have been very, very difficult for them. And if they don't find a solution to getting a striker, I think in the next few days, things are going to continue like that unless, you know, as I'm saying, unless they get a player or a replacement. And we're now going in for Matthias, you know, it's going to boost their squad, but they still have to put in the work. They still have to put in the work. And Bowen attacking a fan is sometimes, you know, it's sad. We've seen fans attacking players all the time, but sometimes the players too, you know, they are humans, you know, they have emotions. So if some things are not going well, you know, we are all humans. Frustration will set in. Things are not going well for them as well. And if a fan is not being patient or being nice to them, definitely they have to also express, you know, their emotions. No, it's not good to pounce on a fan, but my brother, it is what it is. Sometimes the fans also have to understand, you know. No one ways to fail on the field. They are on the field to pick all the 3 points. But at the end of the day, someone has to carry all the 3 points. If points be not shared, I think West Ham will find their way in the league. They won't be relegated. They won't be relegated. They will still pick some points, but yeah, just
They will
experiencing
still
their
pick
defeat.
some
Things will
points.
change for them.
Things will change for them. Meanwhile, Champions League draw is happening today live for sure. But yesterday, Champions League qualifiers matches between Rangers and also Club Brugge ended in a drought. 9 goals in aggregate, 9 goals to 1 in aggregate win by Club Brugge. And then this is what Rangers coach had to say. Really hurt and embarrassed. Toughest night I have had as a head coach. Rangers boss Russell Martin react to losing 9-1 on aggregate to Club Brugge in the Champions League playoffs. Eddie, were you expect because Rangers is not actually that small club as we thought, but for Club Brugge to come on and then do this, do you expect them more in the Champions League this season?
They've made a huge statement to win against Rangers, you know, with nine goals to 1 is something massive, it's something huge. So they've making a very, very tough statement that they are ready for this season Champions League. Yeah. So let's see how they'll be able to go, how far they'll be able to go. Because sometimes, you know, the qualifiers like this, you know, everyone wants to play the Champions League. So they will bounce on them, you know, put in the goals. But when the main assignment is being assigned to them, that's when, you know, the masters will probably show themselves. Although kudos to them that they've been able to qualify. which are one of the best, and the draw will also be done. So if they find themselves in among the big clubs, definitely we know how they won't be able to qualify from the group stages. It's good they did that really. So the Rangers are going to learn it the hard way. So next time they know that when they are playing to qualify, they have to prepare very, very, very well.
Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for staying tuned for sure. This is Ashili Sports, and if you just join us, you know how we do it. We give it to you, Jack, Jack,
Jack,
Jack,
Jack,
Jack. So hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and we are gonna see you in the next video. Ciao.
ciao.